All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's time to play in the 5-minute pool. And I'm playing Kepamo 3 Ob. I'm playing the Scandinavian. I had a request on the channel to play the Scandinavian again. Someone pointed out it's one of my favorite openings. So here we go. This move I'm going to play Bishop F5. Bishop E6 is also a good move, but Bishop F5 is a little sharper. There's some cool tricks and traps if white doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, against G4, black has to be careful. They have to go Bishop E6 now. Now, if they play Bishop C4, there's a well-known trap where black can play Knight takes G4. It's kind of nifty. So, we'll see if he avoids it. I block in my bishop, my dark square bishop, but oftentimes black like fianchettos this bishop anyways. So I don't think that's too big of a deal. All right, let's just continue like this. And let's back this up. Who is this player? Nikolai Noritsin. Nikolai Noritsin. I thought that guy was Canadian. Apparently not. Cuba. I don't know how accurate these flags are. Can you just choose like any flag you want on ICC? I think you can. Most people actually put their actual country, but I think you can pretty much choose whatever you want. I'm pretty sure this guy is Canadian. Don't quote me on that. However. Okay, I'm going to go knight b6 and attack that knight. He might go knight e5. If he goes knight e5, maybe I'll just do this and attempt to trade it. Oh, you know what? I maybe could have taken on d4 last move. That's okay, though. Taking that pawn on d4 is often risky anyways, so probably good I didn't do it. Okay, bishop f4, reasonable. Knight d5 now, maybe? I like the look of that. Yeah. Would expect him to move his bishop. No, he takes on d7. Okay. So that gives me the option of knight takes f4 if I want. Should I do that? Nah. Not worth it. I'll probably go bishop e5. I gotta say, I really like my position. It's solid. Super solid. Let's just do this. And then I'm going to go queen c7 when he recaptures. I'll probably castle long. Structurally, my position is great. Few weaknesses. Nothing to complain about. He has a marginal space advantage, but that's it. He's going to sack the exchange on d5? Really? Guess we'll find out. So I suppose he's going to play bishop b5 check now.
Check.
And then e6, okay. I guess I'm just slightly skeptical of this concept. I feel like I'm skeptical every time my opponent sacrifices material, though. So take what I have to say with a grain of salt. He's certainly playing for the initiative with this idea. Let's go queen e5. That seems good. It attacks g5, it defends d5. Seems indicated. Take here. Ooh, if I take there, he has queen a3 check. Although, I don't know that that's that dangerous. King g7, queen e7, king h6. King looks sketchy, but it's not so easy for him to exploit. Nah, I better not risk it. Yeah, I'm just going to take here. I don't want to. I'm going to give up the d5 pawn, but that's okay. I think it's worth it to consolidate. I don't want to have a permanently weakened king. This way I can just stick the king on g7 next move, because I would expect him to take on d5.
Check.
Oh, wow, he goes for this endgame. Okay. So he's going to stick the bishop on d7 instead. Gotta say, I wasn't really anticipating that. Let's go here. He'll play bishop d7. And then let's look for a way to activate our pieces. King d6, he has c4. That's not good. Okay, I'm just going to start pushing my pawns. He can take on d5. We're just going to have to play around his this is solid, but he can't do too much with it at the moment. I could play g5 and just try to go... Let's go h4 first. Maybe go rook h5. Let's see if how he responds to this. Certainly not going to trade. Let's play g5 now. I hope I'm not dooming my rook by doing this. I gotta speed up a little bit, but I'm gonna go rook g8, f5, and g4, even if I have to sacrifice a pawn to do it. Because I do feel like I have a free hand with my current setup, or with his current setup with the bishop on d7 and the pawn on e6. So we'll see how this pans out. Okay, let's bring this over. g4 is brewing. It's a big threat now. I mean, he might try to attack my queenside pawns with like rook a4, but I think he's kind of slow. Like I'll go a5, b4 just seems too slow. Might make sense for him to move this bishop back, like bishop a4, considering that if I take his pawn then he has bishop b3 check, skewering my king and rook. But I think I'm fast. g4. As soon as g4 hits, he's got issues. a4, okay. Well, now I can take with my rook if he takes. He didn't take, though. Let's go g3. Ooh, I gotta believe this is close to losing for him. g2 check, king g1, f4, take, rook e5. What are you going to do about that? He has rook g4. Let's go check anyways. And do that. I am allowing him to play e7 though. I want to go f4 soon. F3. Oops, don't know I should have done that. But I think I'm good.
Check.
Think I'm good. He has rook f7 though. It's only move.
Check. Time warning.
Okay, now it's going to be a time scramble, huh? Okay. Well, I've got him on the time category, so at least I think. Okay. Had to play rook takes c4 at the end. Weird. You know, I misplayed that. Let's back up a little bit. When I had the double rooks and I was trying to get the pawn down to g2, I misplayed it around here. Like maybe this decision right about now.
Check.
Not sure g2 check was any good. So I wanted to do
check.
g2 check, king g1, and then f4. With the idea of rook takes f4, rook e5, and then swinging the rook down to e1. However, I think he has this as a defense. Oh, but you know what? That's not a big deal at all. I can just take and play h3. It's completely winning. Rook e1 on the next move. Yeah, okay, I missed h3. I only saw that check, king takes g2, and white's fine. So maybe that's what I should have done. Just the straightforward move f4 with rook e5 in the works. I bet that's winning. Because if this happens and he gives a check here, that shouldn't make any difference. King d6 or something. Yeah, rook e1 is brewing. A little bit later, I thought he was going to play e7 roundabout here. Sack the pawn and then go in this pawn. And then maybe just stick the bishop on g4. Win my g2 pawn. And if he can keep a pair of rooks on the board and play with rook and bishop versus two rooks, this endgame's not so bad for him. I think that would be preferable to exchanging into the rook versus bishop endgame. I wonder also if he had any tricks involving e7 somewhere.
Check.
Maybe not.
Check.
That was a nice resource. The fact that he had this move. It's annoying. And I can't take his bishop, so I gotta take there. Then we got into this time scramble at the end. This endgame probably should be winning for me. I don't know, though. I lost my h-pawn, which was foolish. I should just play king g5. And then check on c3 next move. Maybe it's not winning. If he can liquidate some of the queenside pawns, that would be his best bet. Yeah, and the rest was a time scramble. Anything of interest earlier in the game? Let's see. I didn't like that rook takes d5 exchange sacrifice. I didn't think that was very good for him. I thought he would just play like rook e1 in this position. But maybe after rook e1, something like queen a5 is good. Hitting the knight, putting pressure on a2. It just seems like black is doing better here than white. Because I gotta think this exchange sacrifice is not sound.
Check.
What about when he played this and then took? Because I was really debating e takes f6 and queen takes. The thing I didn't like about e takes was this queen a3 check move. And then I saw that maybe my king has to run to h6 if he gets his queen in. Also, can't he go e7? The threat of queening. Computer says I guess I'm better here, even if I have to give up my rook for his bishop and pawn, but I think it's better I didn't mess with that. Just queen takes.
Check.
Then we get to this endgame. I found an unusual way to get my rooks out. Didn't like g5. It says just double on the h-file. I guess then my other rook is free to roam around, huh? Like maybe I can even sneak it down here. It didn't seem that bad for me. I never felt like this position was out of black's control. Okay, g3.
Check.
Then we'll just check that f4 move. Yeah, f4 was winning. I didn't piece that together. I didn't take the line far enough. I saw all the way here, and I just stopped after rook g4. I didn't consider that I had this take h3 idea. It's kind of instructive. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. But anyways, that was the most relevant thing from this game, that decision towards the end. All right, well, let me check what I'm at now. I was just curious. Let's just see what the best list is like at the moment. Best 5. So I'm number, whatever this is, maybe 10 or so. Not too bad. I'm climbing the 5-minute ladder. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave me any feedback in the comments. And thanks for watching, guys. See you later.